We are doing an Audacy check-in with Addison Rae. And honestly, this is something I've looked forward to for so long because not only are you such a gifted creator, but literally every video, every clip, anything I've seen of you, you are literally the nicest person in the entire world.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah, like even I feel like people will catch you like walking down the street and you're still so polite.
I try. I mean, I think it's been a fun world for me to be able to, speak to so many people I've never excuse me. I just ate popcorn, so just choked on a popcorn kernel. But it's a cool world for me to be able to meet people that, know who I am and love what I do.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like a lot of it too is maybe it's growing up in the South where like they're so sweet and like you're bringing some of that, which I think is needed.
Yeah, totally. Everyone's family in the South.
Well, congrats on Obsessed. I thought it was so unique the way you went about it, because when I first saw you were like rolling out the song, it was so fast. And then that night it was out. What made you kind of want to go about it that way instead of doing like this like long tease for maybe a couple weeks?
I don't know. I feel like it just was more organic that way. I think it was fun to just put it out and have no one expect it, and see people's reactions and feedback right whenever I decided to put it out and kind of like let them form their opinion off of what it was and not, just the talk about it.
That's smart. Yeah, because then if you give people too long to build up in their head, like what the title is going to be about, like what to expect, I just thought it was so fantastic because I'm like, wait, what? She's doing music? Oh, wait, what? It's like bomb and her music video is amazing. Like, okay, let's go.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, and the best part was that, or still is that I love it so much. And I think that's all that really matters is if I feel so good about it and I love it. And, I already know people are going to not like it, but I love it so much and that's all that really matters is that I love it and there are people that support me and love it too.
Yeah, exactly. And you were fantastic on Jimmy Fallon. What I hope that you're getting enough credit for is how absolutely insane your stage presence is.
Thank you. Thank you. I've loved dancing and performing my entire life. So I think, that's where my safe space is.
When I saw you do that backbend and like not even look scared and your eyes were locked to the camera the entire time, I was like, she is crazy. Like you didn't even flinch. How many times did you practice that to look that smooth?
Oh my gosh. Well, we had only really had a few, if not like 2 rehearsal days before that. And we had learned that and definitely hit my head a few times. Sure. I have like videos of it in practice where I would like literally give myself a concussion. But it was so worth it. I think it turned out amazing and it was so much fun.
Yeah, you used to do like competitive cheer, right? That had to have helped the stage presence, right?
Totally. I did competitive dance
okay.
Since I was 6. And then I also did do like cheer in high school and stuff like that. So I feel like I've always been around, lots of facials, lots of eye contact, lots of expressions.
Yeah, you look like you'd been doing it for years. Like, and I think that's so fantastic. Is there anybody else, like maybe like music artist wise, that you kind of like studied and looked at how they were on stage to kind of get that down a little bit?
So many people. I think, J-Lo has amazing stage presence.
Oh, yeah.
Beyonce, Britney. There's so many people that just captivate the audience with the performance. And I think that's the best part is being able to really, put on a show.
Yeah. So the music video was amazing. What was your favorite part of shooting it?
Ooh, probably the dance part. I really loved the dance part. It was so much fun, but also I guess changing into different looks too. I loved the outfits and being able to kind of play different characters in a way, but with, all still being me, but kind of just different parts of me.
Yeah, the looks were so fierce and so fun. I loved it.
Thank you. And then the wig was so much fun. That was my first wig, so that was fun.
Would you ever consider putting your mom in a future music video? Because obviously she is like your dance partner, like your cohort in a lot of TikToks. And I think like a Sherry appearance would be what the people want.
Honestly, now that you say it, maybe so. Which is so funny because my mom's definitely a little more on the shy side normally. But for TikTok and social media, she definitely puts on a show. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe.
She kills it.
She does. Yeah, she's amazing. I love her.
I think the funniest like back and forth I saw between you guys was when the WAP challenge was going on. You were like, I have to do this before my mom does.
Yeah. And then I did. You proceeded. It was great.
So what are you working on now musically? Because obviously this can't just be a one-time thing.
Of course not. Yeah. I have my second single is pretty much in the works of being finished up, and it'll be out sooner than people think. And then afterwards I'm already now starting to work on a project, and hopefully I don't have any dates for you yet, but we're kind of, letting it work itself out, and I definitely want it to happen organically, and I don't want to rush it, and I want to feel like it's perfect before I put it out. Perfect for me, I want to feel like I did my best on it, and I put in the work that I could, and had it in a good place before I let everyone hear it.
Well, yeah, and you don't even got to worry about that. You are always keeping your fans like fed in some capacity. Like you are one of the busiest creators. Like you can even see like, and I mean beyond that, probably you're still so busy.
Of course, yeah, and that's just a part of it, and I love it so much. I love working. I love being a busy girl. I love sharing things with people, and I think that's why I do what I do, because I get to always be posting and always be active and just share my life with everyone, and it's been a pleasure for sure.
I think one of the coolest things about Obsessed for me was seeing that you had a writing credit on the song.
Yeah,
Did you
I
ever
did.
see yourself as a songwriter?
I feel like yes, honestly. When I was younger, I mean, I always tried to write songs with my cousins, and we were like, oh, let's get a song journal and things like this. And I feel like in the past 2 years, I've really, or just especially the past year, I've really like figured out my songwriting methods, and even just my strengths and weaknesses, and with melodies and with harmonies and just different things like that. I mean, ad libs, like I'm learning how to really shape that for me, and like what
Yeah.
those are to me. Cause I mean, everyone has such a different style when it comes to songwriting. And it's really interesting for me to be around people that, have done this and are veterans in this, and then just kind of figuring out what my style is in it. And I work with such amazing writers that I adore, and they're, teaching me as I go also, and really shaping me to be a great songwriter, hopefully as good as them one day.
Yeah, how's it going for you? So do you have to like kind of come up with things in the studio, or are you like thinking of things on the go and you're like, "Oh, that would probably be really good," and like throw it in the notes app?
Always, 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 always. I have like a group chat with like a lot of my writers. And if I ever am just driving, or I hear something, or I see something that I like, I'll just send it to them, and they're like, yes. Or I'll voice memo, like even like a beat, like I'll make a beat up, and I'll just voice memo it to them on my group chat. And they're like, yep, let's make a track like this. Like we're going to do this. And I feel like I'm a very big concept girl. I come up with concepts. I bring concepts into the studio all the time. And I brought in Obsessed, and I brought in a lot of the tracks that we have, hopefully that'll be on the project too, with concepts. And that's kind of like my strong suit, concepts and hooks. I'm really strong with those. And I'm working on, getting better at writing verses and pre's.
Yeah, and I saw you speaking about how a story you told in studio inspired Obsessed. Is there any other life events right now that you kind of have like on hold that could turn into a song
Of course. And I
that we
think
can know about?
they're doing, I think, I'm doing it now. I mean, even last night I was in the studio. I'll be in the studio tonight again. And I mean, who knows what can happen between now and then for tonight and my concept ideas. But even last night, just even emotions I'm feeling. If I'm, feeling, let's say, happy, super happy over something, then I can use that to write. Heartbroken, sad, love, just all these emotions are so I guess, relevant in my life at all moments, especially because I am so busy and doing so many things at once that I feel so many things. And I think that's the perfect way to come and express it in the studio.
Yeah, do you feel like having such a tight and busy schedule at all takes away from your creativity because you're so regimented? And like, for me, because I'm also a busy person, I feel like going on TikTok and just like getting inspired by people making these things really helps.
Yeah, I think, it's honestly been good for me, I think. It also is a good balance. I think there's like a distraction from some emotions that I need. And then there's also, the confrontation from the emotions that I need. So, I mean, it really just depends. I really don't ever put myself in like a certain headspace before I come in and do music,
Yeah.
because I think whatever I'm feeling organically usually is what gets me the best outcome.
Yeah. What is keeping you in like a really good, sane and good mental space these days? Because, living your life online, especially being a creator, can be so toxic. So like, what are your like non-negotiables kind of like to keep yourself in a good place?
Um, I do therapy. I love therapy. I think that's great. I think working out is always really good for me to clear my mind. I always try to do that. And then just spending time with people that, are good for the soul. I think that you can tell
Yes.
when someone is a good energy to be around, and someone that just really lifts you up and makes you feel at peace. And I think that's a really important thing too, is just being able to be at peace, and Also just reminding yourself that, or reminding myself that I'm experiencing things that, could go away in a heartbeat. And so really live in these moments and don't let anything take away from that.
Has your friendship with Kourtney Kardashian like brought any like really good advice to you? Like, has she given you any advice, how to handle everything that you're going through?
Of course. She's always been here for me. And she's such an amazing person and friend. And she always checks up on me and just is like, make sure you're keeping yourself first and really, doing what you want to do and not letting someone hurt you and really focusing on yourself, because this is your time and this is your time to make sure you're happy and living your life. And I think it's always good to hear that from anyone, that texts me and lets me know that they're thinking of me. It's really sweet.
Yeah, that's amazing. Has there been anybody who's reached out to you since Obsessed came out that they were like, hey, this song is really dope, and you like got excited because maybe you're a fan of theirs?
Oh my gosh. Well, Halsey commented on my video and I was like, pause, let me think about this a second. Yeah, Halsey did. I've spoken to Dua Lipa a few times, just even, in general from her music, and I'm such a big fan. So that was a really big moment for me. And I feel like there's so many amazing artists that have reached out to me even now. And or like followed me on Instagram and I'm like, what? I can't believe this is real. But I feel like that so often, which is such a good feeling to have because I never want to be jaded by it. And I think this is all things that, make me really excited and happy.
Yeah, especially from like literally the two queens of pop, like giving you a good nod for that. Like that has to make you feel so good.
I felt so amazing. Like when she commented Halsey on my post, I literally was like, I might faint.
yeah. Like just like you like set it on a counter and you're like, did this just happen to me?
I was like, I need to screenshot this and print it out.
All right. So to end, we're just going to get a little corny here and we're going to ask some questions about what you're obsessed with. So what is a workout that you're obsessed with right now?
I love getting a Bosu ball, and like it's like half of a Bosu ball. I don't even know exactly what that's called, but
they look like I know exactly what you're talking about because they're flat on the bottom.
Yep, and then they have the Bosu on the top, and then like I like laying on it and then doing like circular ab crunches. Those are like really intense.
Your abs right now are popping, by the way.
Thanks.
So obviously it's working.
I'm trying. I'm in the every day trying to get these abs. So.
Memory with Dixie and or Charlie.
Favorite memory with Dixie or Charlie? Gosh, with Dixie, probably whenever we went to New York together. That was so much fun. I got to go to her hometown. So spending time with her in Connecticut was so much fun. And with Charlie, I have so many fun memories with just both of them. It's so hard to even I'm like, pretty sure they were there for each there for it. But with Charlie, probably the All-Star game. I mean, I was there with Dixie too, but Charlie
in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw you guys there. That looked fun.
That was so much fun. Charlie and I did a lot of stuff together that trip, and we got super close. And even recently, I mean, I'm still around them all the time. Dixie and I live in the same apartment complex, so we're always seeing each other, and it's really good to be around people that I started this with.
I love that. Things that you're obsessed with that you kind of always have to have it with you. Maybe that's in your purse or something.
Ooh, lip liner, always. Mm-hmm. Mascara, love that. I love keeping headphones with me. That's like been increasingly important. And then my wallet.
Sure. A TikToker right now who makes you laugh.
Ooh. I have so many. I love following people and liking their videos that are just absolutely hilarious. So, gosh, who would I say right now? I'm like, should I look really quick? I definitely have some that I've saved recently that I'm like, yeah, these are great. I love, well, actually there's this one. Let me think. I want to get a good one. Oh, I love Charlotte looks. She's really amazing for makeup looks. I love looking at her videos. Her sister Abby is really awesome too. I feel like my For You page is literally consists of either makeup looks or comedy or dogs and food.
That's mine too. Yeah.
Mix of all of them. It's crazy.
I also live a little bit on Clean Talk, which has helped me so much.
That's totally my mom. My mom loves that. She's my mom's obsessed with cleaning, and she sends me them all the time, and she's like, see, you should enjoy this too. And I'm like, maybe.
Moment on the set of He's All That.
Probably whenever we got to ride horses.
Yeah. Was that your first time doing that?
No, I've ridden horses before, but it's been so long, and I feel like getting to actually like take lessons was just so much fun, and I never did that before.
Yeah, that's cool. And last but not least, ways to relax.
I'm obsessed with meditation. I think it's so nice. Just like a guided meditation, like even just being able to listen to, some really soothing music and then have someone tell you to, relax. It's always good to hear that too. And really just being able to be almost like thoughtless at the time.
Yeah. Well, Addison Rae, thank you so much for talking to us with an Audacy check-in. Like I said, I mean, it's been so exciting to talk to you. Like you're so sweet and you deserve everything that's coming to you and more.
Thank you so much. Also, I'm obsessed with your hair. I had to say that. It's so great. I love it. So thank you so much for having me. So nice.
Of course. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.